Okay, everyone, welcome to our second general meeting of the semester. We're going to be just covering some updates, some organizational updates, and also including some risk management information. We are required to share this information with our membership as part of Texas law. So we'll do that as part of like the last half of the presentation. Okay, this is a sign-in link. We can post this in the chat at some later time if you'd like to sign in, or we could also, yeah, we can send it in the chat. Okay, so we do have our winning t-shirt design. Thank you, Yavi, for coming up with this wonderful design. Super excited to have this opportunity to share this with you. T-shirts can be purchased for $20 a shirt, or if you sign up to be a Premier member, it actually comes for free. For $25, you can become a Premier member and reap benefits such as an exclusive scholarship, exclusive events, and also this free t-shirt. So definitely recommend looking into that. I think we have the link in these slides, and these slides will be shared with everyone in a follow-up email. And also the link to Premier membership is available on our website. Okay.
All right. So for our second workshop of the semester, it's going to be for engineering. Right now, the date we have set for is November 12th at 5 p.m. We will be providing resources and opportunities. If any of you guys went to our first workshop, hopefully you found it helpful. And like our last workshop, we do plan to have a guest speaker that is an engineering grad student. So any questions you have, feel free to ask them, or you can email them to us, or you can fill out this form and we will get your questions and compile them so that the grad student can answer them.
Okay, so our scholarship application opened October 1st. The application will remain open until December 1st, and the winner will be notified by the end of December as to whether they received the scholarship. Eligibility, you just have to be an WinSTEM active member, and active membership has no associated fees. All you have to do is fill out a form that is also available on our website, or I think also on our Instagram page. So filling out this form will make you eligible for the scholarship if you're a young woman pursuing a STEM major, or even if you're not pursuing a STEM major, but you're interested in pursuing a STEM career. That also is what makes you eligible for this scholarship. And then all you have to do is complete the application, and yeah, your application will be looked over, and the award amount for this scholarship is $500. The application link is on our website and also in these slides, which we will share with you in a follow-up email.
All right, so something I'm really excited about is that on October 30th, which is next Friday at 6 p.m., we will be having our Halloween social. We'll probably spend the first hour or so making cards for Texas Health Presbyterian, as well as letters. If you need any supplies for cards like cardstock or even markers, feel free to reach out to us. At this form I linked at the bottom, you can use it to RSVP, and if you need forms, or if you need supplies, you can use it to request any supplies. And it's going to be done through Discord, so I would highly recommend downloading Discord, kind of checking it out if you haven't already.
All right, so we have our ongoing bingo board fundraiser, and we've been posting it on our social media. I know that we've had our officers posting it on our social medias as well. This fundraiser will be open until till October 31st. If you would like to participate in this fundraiser, it's really easy. All you have to do is put your Venmo there on the bottom line, your personal Venmo, and after you receive the donations towards the end of the fundraiser, you can Venmo us the final amount that you were able to fundraise. And you get 3 points for participation. And in the case that you want to make sure that you get those points for participation, all you have to do is fill out the attendance form which is available also. I think we have it on the previous slideshow that we shared with everyone, but it'll also be available in this slideshow, just to confirm that you will get those points in case we miss you. And the person who fundraises the most will receive 10 points and a free t-shirt, which is a pretty great deal, especially since t-shirts are at least $20. So this is a way to get a free t-shirt by just being involved on your social media. Okay, so we also have our social media challenge, which ends November 1st. Again, another easy challenge to participate in. All you have to do is post a picture of yourself in a mask, and the goal is to promote safety during a pandemic, wearing our masks in public. And whenever you do this, just tag 3 of your friends to challenge them to wear their masks in public, and add the hashtag #WinStemMasksUp. This can be done on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and we'll be on the lookout for those hashtags. And all of the people who make these posts will be pulled together, and a winner will be drawn at random and receive a handmade free WinStem mask. And shout out to Noir for being so awesome with making these masks. These are custom made masks. And so I really love the one that she made me, and she also makes them, so like there's different types of masks too, which is really cool. So to get a free handmade mask custom to your preferences is a pretty cool thing, I think. Varshini, did you want to talk about our blog series?
Yeah, sure. So, hey guys, we currently are actively participating in the blog series where we just post a lot of blogs on our workshops and then anything in general. So our current blog we're working on is called Women Empowerment, where we just induce several individuals and women who have been really successful in their careers and have enforced a strong message to the community. And these blogs are really just empowering everyone else in the society. And so we highly encourage you to go and view these blogs. Let us know your thoughts and feedback. And also, if you would like to be featured on our blogs, whether it could be an active member or just anything you'd like to spread for the society, let us know through our email, or you could go ahead and fill out that form, which we'll post on the chat. And through that, you can let us know if you'd like to be featured. This also applies to podcasts. We currently also do podcasts. And so yeah, this is really exciting. We had our med panel blog where we discussed about our workshop and our guest speaker. She was a medical student. And so we had our introduction and other ideas on becoming a pre-med student and how to really go through the whole procedure and the 4-year plan. And so Women Empowerment is another weekly blog coming up soon.
All right, so our October initiative has been to raise money for the Spirit of Children fundraiser. All of the money raised will go toward children's hospitals and hopefully make Halloween a little less scary for some kids out there. As an organization, I kind of wanted to set a goal for us to meet $150. For every $5 you raise, you can get 2 points. So if every member is just able to raise $5, we can meet our goal pretty easily. So if you want to donate to our Venmo at WinStemUTD. And I really hope we can meet our goal on this. And some volunteering things going on right now. There's Feed My Starving Children, which has opened up for in-person. I checked out the website, and all you really have to do is go to this link I provided and find a time slot that's open and works for you, and you can sign up for it. It's a very easy process. The time slots are usually about 2 hours long. So if you have a 2-hour gap, you can set aside in your day. That's a great opportunity. And then there's the Smithsonian, where you can transcribe documents, the crisis text line, where you can volunteer to text people who are in a crisis. This requires a 30-hour orientation. Then there's Translators Without Borders, who, if any of you guys are fluent in more than one language and would like to volunteer to translate things, this is a great opportunity for you. There's the North Texas Food Bank social media ambassador. They're looking for a social media ambassador to promote what they're trying to do. So if any of you guys are super social media savvy, definitely check that one out. And then these last two are like tutoring, virtual tutoring opportunities where you can volunteer to help either economically disadvantaged students or just be more of a general virtual tutor. And then we actually now have ways to volunteer through Winstem. So you can make cards for patients. You can record yourself reading a children's book, which is what the Alcove Storytime one is. You can sign up to be a mentor for mentees within our organization and more. So find this link, or if you use this link, you can sign up to do any one of those.
And so currently we are actively participating in conferences, and mock interviews is one of them, where we just set up mock interviews with our officers. And this applies to graduate school or medical school or any other higher secondary schools admission process where they go through interviews. And this is a great way to really practice, because practice does help when it comes to these interviews, and it gives you time to prepare, and your performance can be evaluated. And we could also review strategies in order to help you boost your confidence and self-esteem for the actual conference. And so signups will be posted via GroupMe, or it will be sent to you through email. And so Consultations is another program for mentor-mentee positions. Currently, we have forms that have been filled up for consultations for mentors. And so once we find a mentee, we match the mentor and mentee so they can go about their consultation. And this applies to lifestyle, any tutoring services, and really just anything in general, considering what the mentee is looking for. And so for one consultation, we award the consultant a specific number of hours, which we'll go about in the later slides. And so this includes preparing a confidentiality form, the actual consultation, and also consulting the individuals through email or any preferred method, and writing an after summary so they can receive the notes on the consultation itself. And so that is the link in order to sign up, whether you want to be a mentor or a mentee. And we will get back to you via email.
All right, so what was previously our September initiative is now our semester initiative. So Texas Health Presbyterian is looking for donations, and it's about 3 points per donation, and there's 3 drop-off points. One is the SU main lobby. If you walk through the front doors, you really can't miss it. It's right next to the big help desk on the first floor. And then the SSA, where if you go through the front doors and look to your right, there's like a filing cabinet, and right next to that filing cabinet, there's another donation box. And then at Dining Hall West, it's outside of Dining Hall West. So yeah, you can drop off at any of those 3 locations, or if you'd like to drop it off more confidentially, you can text me, which I believe my contact info is on the next slide. Yeah, and so things you can donate are notes or letters of encouragement, artwork that can decorate patients' rooms, and then some goodie bag donations like hand sanitizers, lifesavers, candy, magazines, puzzles, adult coloring books, crayons, colored pencils, chopsticks, packaged crackers or snacks. And they mentioned to keep it bland, like saltines, graham crackers, things like that. So like I said, if you want to drop it off in person, please contact this number at the bottom of the slide. If not, please make sure to put your name on your donation somewhere so that we can give you credit for those points.
Okay, so our point system is basically set up this way. We have, we give points for all of the events or fundraisers, or even just bringing in new members to our organization. So there's plenty of ways to get points. We have an example of some of the point distributions on the right of this slide. And you can also, email us about if you have any questions on how many points you can get through certain events. It's really a great way for us to track your participation in this organization. And there are prizes given to the first place for like whoever gets the most points, and then second place and third place. And the top 2 places get a free t-shirt. First place, you also get a $15 gift card and officer consideration. And third place, you don't get a t-shirt, but you do get a $10 gift card to your choice restaurant or store. So it's definitely some incentive there to participate because you can get free stuff and everyone loves free stuff. So, okay, so now I'm going to just transition into the risk management portion of this presentation. I'll try and keep it short and sweet. We're required by state law to go through this presentation as a student organization. Otherwise, we're not considered a student organization. So I'll try and get through this as quick as possible. And if you have any questions at the end, you can ask me, or there's also a bunch of contact information through these slides if you want to reach out to any specific office or the health center. Right, so risk management, it involves looking at the potential and perceived risks involved with student events and activities, monitoring organization activities, and being proactive and corrective in order to minimize risk of injuries or damage. So we're going to talk about all these different topics. Right, so alcohol and illegal substances. I know I'm personally under the drinking age, so we don't plan to have any sort of activities or any events that involve alcohol. So this doesn't really apply to us per se, but just being aware that if you're under the drinking age, you can't consume alcohol. Also, we want to make you aware of the responsible action program. So if you are a student that seeks emergency medical assistance for yourself or someone else, you're not going to face disciplinary action if you follow these guidelines, because some people are afraid, okay, I was drinking alcohol, I wasn't supposed to be drinking alcohol. If I call 911, then I'm going to get in trouble. Well, there are certain guidelines. If you follow these guidelines, you won't get in trouble for calling EMS or 911. So you just have to call 911 when the alcohol poisoning is present or suspected. You have to be the first person to call and remain on scene until medical assistance arrives. And it will be evaluated to make sure that the call that you made took place before police or staff got involved. We're not going to be hosting any events with alcohol, so this doesn't apply. Also, we can't have in-person events right now, 2020, so this really doesn't apply. Right, and just being aware you have to be over the age of 21 to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol. The tobacco policy, we are prohibited to use any sort of tobacco products, so and also advertising tobacco products is prohibited. And these are some resources for student recovery, student wellness, and these slides again will be shared with you, so if you want to look these over on your free time, be sure to do that. The consequences, which could be even up to expulsion. So these are pretty big deal. This is a pretty big deal. We don't want to use alcohol or drugs in a way that is illegal. So also hazing. So what is hazing? It's any activity expected if in someone joining or participating in the group that humiliates, degrades, or abuses or endangers them, regardless of whether or not they want to participate. Hazing is, we're not going to get involved in that. If you see hazing, be sure to report it. Here's some definitions, basically, according to the Texas law, of some of the fines as well. And then reporting, the law grants immunity for civil or criminal liabilities to a person who reports a specific hazing event. So definitely recommend reporting if you see something. These are some examples of hazing, statistics, and you can definitely look these over in your free time. Ask yourself these questions if you're not sure something is hazing. Would I feel comfortable participating in this activity if my parents were watching? Would I get in trouble if they saw us? If you answer yes to any of these questions, this probably is hazing. Also, a side note, I believe that we have less than a minute in this meeting, so if it does cut us off, I'll make a separate recording and you can just log on using the same meeting information. I'll set up the meeting in less than a minute, so you can be sure to log on once it does kick us out, but I'll keep going until it does. Sexual assault and harassment are a big no-no. We are a women in STEM organization, so sexual assault or harassment is just a completely wrong. So, these are the definitions of sexual assault and harassment. What the Texas law and federal law says about it, UTD policy about it, right? And also some contact information for Title IX coordinator. Stay alert in whatever situation that you are. If you see something, say something, be a good friend and trust your instincts. Know what resources there are against student sexual assault and relationship violence. Be careful whenever you post something on social media or share your location, and make sure others earn your trust. Don't just trust someone that you don't know, because they could be a stranger who doesn't mean you any good, right? They could harm you, and you want to just be careful and be aware of your surroundings. And you can report any sort of sexual misconduct or sexual assault. Here are some victim resources. Definitely recommend checking them out if you think that they apply to you. Student travel. We will not be traveling as a student organization, so